In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war, a galaxy where hope is considered weakness, mercy is heresy, and survival is bought with blood. A sudden warp storm tears open reality above a forgotten imperial world, Astropas across the sector scream as their minds burn, unable to comprehend what is forming within the Imperium. Then, without warning, the storm collapses inward, something falls. Just a man in strange clothing, breathing hard, confused, but very much alive. Naruto Uzumaki has entered the 41st millennium. He feels it immediately. The planet is sick. The air is heavy, as if the world itself has given up. There is no balance here, no harmony. When he tries to draw in natural energy, Sage Mode struggles. This galaxy is drowning in pain, fear, and hatred. Then Naruto senses something else. Not chakra. Something twisted. A reflection of emotion warped into something hostile. The warp. Before he can fully react, red laser fire rips through the air. Imperial guardsmen surround him, weapons raised, shouting orders he does not understand. Their fear is sharp, desperate, and overwhelming. Naruto raises his hands slowly, trying to calm them. He speaks, but his words mean nothing here, to the Imperium. He is an unsanctioned psyker at best, a heretic at worst. Orders are given, they open fire. Naruto vanishes. To the guardsmen, it looks like sorcery. One moment he is standing there, the next he is gone. He reappears behind them in a blur of motion, striking weapons from their hands. Moving too fast for their eyes to follow, he does not kill them, he disables them. This mercy will soon mark him as something far more dangerous than a killer. Within hours, the Inquisition is alerted. Reports flood in of a human capable of impossible speed, generating energy constructs without warp resonance, and resisting psychic influence without corruption. An Inquisitor arrives with Space Marines. Towering figures in ceramite armor descend onto the battlefield. Their presence alone crushing morale. They do not negotiate. They do not question. They attack. Boulder fire explodes around Naruto, turning the ground into craters. He moves between the shells, shadow clones erupting into existence, flooding the field. To the Space Marines, it is madness. Targets multiply. Auspex scanners fail. Naruto forms a Rasengan and drives it into ceramite armor. The impact cracks power plating that has survived anti-tank fire. A Space Marine is thrown back, armor shattered, alive but incapacitated. The starts adapt quickly, tightening formations. Overlapping fire. Naruto adapts faster. He does not fight like anything they have faced before. There is no pattern, no doctrine, only movement, creativity, and restraint, and that restraint terrifies the Inquisition. As the battle escalates, psychic null fields activate. Warp-tainted weapons strike from multiple angles. Naruto is pushed to his limit. He exhales and calls upon Karema. Golden chakra erupts across the battlefield like a newborn star. Imperial psychers collapse, screaming, overwhelmed by a power that feels like the warp but behaves nothing like it. To them, Karema appears as a massive demonic entity of fire and rage. But something is wrong. There is no corruption, no madness, no warp echo. This power is bound by trust. The battlefield falls silent. The Inquisitor orders a full retreat. All records are sealed. All surviving witnesses are silenced. What they have seen cannot be allowed to exist, but the warp has already noticed. Across the Imperium, something stirs. The Chaos Gods turn their gaze. Korn watches Naruto fight and feels only disgust. There is strength, but no joy in slaughter, no bloodlust. Naruto fights to protect, not to dominate. Sinch tries to map his future and fails. Naruto's path changes constantly, shaped by choice, not destiny. Slaanesh reaches for him and finds nothing to grasp. Naruto's bonds mean more than pleasure or desire. Nerva waits for despair to rot his spirit. But Naruto endures. Pain does not hollow him out. Naruto is an anomaly, a living rejection of chaos. When demons finally manifest, they expect fear, they expect corruption, they find resistance. Truth-seeking orbs erase demonic bodies entirely, cutting through unreality, as if it were flesh. Shadow clones swarm entities that feed on terror and find none. Naruto does not hate them, pities them. Demons that have devoured souls for millennia recoil from a man who refuses to give them what they crave. Where Naruto walks, warp incursions weaken, cultists lose conviction. The psychic pressure fades. Imperial guardsmen fight harder, not out of fear, but belief. Civilians begin to resist chaos not with fanaticism, but hope. Even space marines feel something they were never meant to feel. Purpose. The Imperium cannot control Naruto. It cannot corrupt him. It cannot kill him without exposing the truth. Some call him the greatest threat humanity has ever faced. Others whisper something far more dangerous. What if this is what humanity was meant to become? Naruto does not conquer worlds. He does not claim thrones. He does not challenge the emperor. He moves on. The galaxy remains broken. War continues. Blood still flows across the stars. But something has changed. For the first time in 10,000 years. The idea exists that the galaxy does not have to be this way. And in Warhammer 40,000. That idea is more dangerous than any demon.